What up, nerds? I went to a different difficulty at this video, so this is second take. So today I'm gonna tell you how to be good at ULTRAKILL, because I am totally worthy after wasting 300 hours of my life on this one low polygon PvP game. So let me give you some tips and tricks. Number one, getting good at the game. How do you get good at the game? You get good at the game. That's the easiest step. That's how you do it. You just get good at the game. And that's how you do it. That's how you beat the game. You just get good at the game. I mean, how else are you gonna get good at low polygon PvP? Just get good at low polygon PvP. It's easy as that, boys. It's easy as that. If you never thought of that, then oh boy, you're a nerd. Oh, they were still alive. Oh my god, they were still alive. And did it. Anyhow, where's again? All right. So in order to get good, as I said, you have to get good at the game, but you might not know how to get good at the game. So I'm gonna teach you how to get good at the game, which is easy as that. Yeah. Wait. Ah! Hey, chillax. He's dead. Anyhow, so what else again? Alright, how to get good at low polygon PvP. So, in order to get good at low polygon PvP, you need to understand two things: the game mechanics and how to aim. Of course, the arsenal. You might be thinking, oh, what about the arsenal? The arsenal is the game mechanics. You know, to get good. Okay, you have to understand the arsenal. You have to understand the game mechanics. You can't go 2 and 2 together. Okay, you can't do that. You can't do that. All right. So now after I explained everything truly like a complete and utter nerd that I am, you might be wondering now, oh my god, Ishi, how else am I gonna get good at ULTRAKILL? You have to find your arsenal first. As I said, arsenal is game mechanics. So where to start with arsenal? Arsenal, you should start when you have every single weapon. I mean by every, even the ults. Okay, you can't go in the game without going in without the alternate weapons. Okay, without the alternate weapons, the game wouldn't be as fun, especially alt piercer. Anyhow, so after that, so in order to find your own arsenal, you just need to find the weapons and off to the next level. So you also might be wondering, oh my god, how else am I gonna get good at ULTRAKILL? As I said, you gotta get good at get good arsenal, and also get pretty experimental with your arsenal as well. Because every now and then you're gonna be wondering, how am I gonna deal with this? And there are certain times you're gonna have your certain weapons are gonna be better for others, like you know, the jackhammer. A lot of people prefer the jackhammer over the shotgun because of the thwomp effect. I mean, I prefer the shotgun because, you know, it has this what's it called? Not even close. Anyhow, I got hurt. God damn it. Anyhow, so other than that, game mechanics aside, I think the only weapons that pretty much you wouldn't see any changes is the rail cannon and the rocket launcher. That's really the only two mechanic game weapon arsenal that I've seen gone through without any alts currently. I mean, the nail gun has saw blades, everything else. I'm getting off topic anyhow. So choosing your weaponry is pretty subjective, as I said, and optional. Sometimes people prefer the nail gun over the saw blade, which, alright, I respect your opinion, but you suck anyway. So I mean, no, you're dead. Anyhow, you're dead. And now, once again, alright, weapon arsenal. So like everything else is just absolutely normal, unless you're like a massive psychopath where they like to murder people or something, like using a screwdriver. Imagine using a screwdriver. Look, I do not condone anything else, but screwdrivers, come on man, have some standards. It's good when you're bad at the game, but everything else, it's alright. Honestly, other than that, most of the weapon arsenal in this game is mostly subjective and mostly up to your personal uses. Like the ult, which ult you're gonna use is also up to you. excluding alt piercer. Okay, the normal piercer kind of sucks unless you really like torturing yourself. Then go ahead, use the alt piercer. I'm not stopping you or anything. If you want to torture yourself, I might do one video where I just go through specific levels. You don't need the alt piercer, but anyhow, back on topic. So finding your own arsenal, pretty simple. Just experiment. When to experiment, sandbox. Hell, maybe in Cybergrind. I don't know, man. Cybergrind is not really a place for me to experiment a lot, but sandbox is. Honestly, I just experiment a lot with like the entirety of ULTRAKILL's level. And well, 90% of the time, it's just me murdering stuff. Anyhow, so now back at topic once again. All right, arsenal experimentation in general, just experiment on specific levels. That's really about it. Nah, just experiment on sandbox. Sandbox is the perfect place to experiment. It's basically Gmod but on crack. Okay, you have stuff. I had to stop that because my hand itched. So just remember, your bodily functions are still important. So having good sleep unless you meet, where sleep depravity equals humongous power. I'm not joking. Sleep depravity is my superpower. I'm Superman basically with sleep depravity. As I said, if you want to find your own arsenal, just experiment on sandbox. But 90% of the time, it's up to you. So don't let other people say, "Oh, Jackhammer is better." No one cares. It's a low polygon PvP game. And that guy's dead. Well, ow, that hurts. Oh, P rank. Probably the shortest segment because game mechanics. It's not really a interesting topic to talk about in general, because game mechanics like parrying, movement is something you get used to over time. It's not something you can instantly master like any game. It's like any game. You have to consistently master the game's mechanics before you go in, or else you're gonna suffer like a lot. Like a lot of times, a lot of the bosses are just going to take a long time to beat. Okay, let's show you V2. V2 is a major skill check considerably. Like 90% of the time, most people consider V2 like pretty difficult overall, but I find V2 pretty easy. So other than that, game mechanics like parrying, using which arms, movement is pretty much just that's not really a very important thing to learn. I mean, it is, but it's not as important as learning your own arsenal and learning your own style. Because 90% of the time, you're just gonna come up towards their face and punch them in the face and murder them, and with really relative ease. Anyhow, so other than that, I believe that game mechanics is important until you don't really need them. I mean, the only time you're gonna need game mechanics is probably when it comes towards later game. But still though, it's important to learn the game mechanics and the timings of shotgun pairing, shotgun swapping. There's so much mechanics in this game that you'll be surprised by the amount of it. Like there are more mechanics I haven't learned than the mechanics that I have learned. Like deck coining. Alright, so other than that, I believe that that's probably it for the game mechanics. I mean, there's more, I believe. I mean, let me see the top of my head. I don't really have a script, so bear with me here. I believe. Oh yeah, also like, I mean, as you said, it's not as important because you're not gonna be practicing a lot, because you can't practice game mechanics without going to entire level, or else, well, in general, you'll be suffering. Anyhow, so die. Chainsaw. Damn. Chainsaw. Anyhow, so I was like, alright, I got offhanded with chainsawing. Anyhow, so I believe other than that, I think other than game mechanics, the best way to get good game mechanics in ULTRAKILL is to murder people. I'm just kidding. Don't murder people, kids. Don't murder people. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Haha, funny joke. Haha, don't arrest me or something. I definitely don't have several corpses in my corpses or orphans in my basement. That would be highly suspicious. I would never have a bunch of random orphans that I've targeted specifically, like I don't know, stuff and other things. I don't really have any topic. I mean, this segment is just filler, so I guess to take away from this segment in general is that, well, you just practically need like some semblance of game knowledge. Game mechanics is important, but you have to have the instinct to use them. If you don't know how to use them, you have to understand them at the same time, because you have to understand when to use certain game mechanics, or else you won't be able to use them at full potential. Anyhow, now on to the game mechanics. You know what else we have to learn? Yep, that's right, folks. We have to learn, well, level design. By design, ULTRAKILL is the level based design. That, of course, is a level base. So I'm going to covering two things, aka level, how to P rank levels, and how to, well, how to deal with, how to get good at cyber grind. Anyhow, so get why so much bullets. No. Oh, you're down by like a lot. Okay, and you're dead. Anyhow, so other than that, I think a lot of times I almost died there. A lot of times level design is pretty simple. You just need to learn how to do level. I mean, not how to do level. You have to learn how the levels work, what enemies spawn, how to deal with them, like what your strategy is. You need some semblance of planning beforehand, because you can't just go in expecting you can win the entire level with just pure instincts. I mean, you can try that, but you don't. I wouldn't recommend do that. I don't recommend doing that, because it's a terrible idea that I do not condone. I condone. I say no. Don't go to a level expecting you can beat it with any semblance of instincts. That's practically impossible. Okay, that's impossible. Especially with bosses. Bosses, actually, I believe bosses are the only ones you can definitely go with instinct, because 90% of the time they have like pretty much similar like moveset, and you just need to learn how to deal with, how to parry the moveset. As said, mechanics, parrying. I don't think I mentioned about parrying though, because parrying is pretty important when it comes towards like game mechanics. So you should learn how to time your parries. I forgot to mention that in the game mechanic part, but it is a very, very important mechanic you have to learn. Parrying is just too important, especially on brutal mode. It recovers your health, it gives you free health, it gives you free style, it gives you free stamina. It's just free. It's just perfect. I don't know why no one would parry. Well, unless you're a psychopath. Anyhow, so I guess so. Let's read the term. I can't read. The perfect representation of like how to beat a level, how to P rank a level, is definitely P-2. P-2 requires a lot of planning, a lot of strategizing, and a lot of inspiration. I mean, I have a lot of inspiration towards like planning this entire thing. I mean, I literally copy a speedrunner strategy from random speedrunner called Asunder. I believe that's her name. Honestly, I don't know, man. Oh, you're still alive? Die. Anyhow. Anyhow, where's again? Alright. So, like, in general, I also believe that well, other than learning the level design, you should also have certain plans for certain like parts or segments of the episode. I mean, not episode, the level. It's not episode, by the way. It's the level. Don't get it confused. I mean, certain parts of the levels you had the different strategies, maybe you had to improvise here and there. It's as simple as just murdering 10 different orphans. Oh god, that's a lot. I have no health at all. That guy's just stuck on a pole. Why is my headphones vibrating? Anyhow, so where's it? Alright. No teleportation, die. Get owned. And you did. Anyhow, as I get alright, level design, how to deal with it. I mean, it's pretty basic knowledge. To pre-rank a level, you need to know level. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as learning several different languages. I mean, how else do you get good at low polygon PvP levels? You just get good at understanding low polygon PvP levels. It's also combined with game mechanics, because, you know, game mechanics is pretty important when it comes towards, you know, dealing with a bunch of dumb things. And, you know, typically you need certain strategies and you need to learn how to deal with them. Just die already. I have enough health to do this. Anyhow. Now what else again? Alright. Hey, chillax. Allies. I hate you, you know that, right? And you fell down to your own death. What a nerd. I'm way too close to the mic because I am way too focused for my own good. Anyhow. So it's again, alright. How to deal with certain levels. You just need planning, a lot of planning, like a lot of planning compared to usual. Like considerably a lot of planning compared to a lot. 90% of the time, you're not gonna get me out. God, that took too long. Why? Why was I stuck there for several minutes? Why? Why was I not able to punch? Oh my god, I am going to take a lot of damage. No, die. Okay, that took too long. Alright, as I said, you need a lot of planning. Of course, don't panic. Of course, you have to learn the parry. Also, parrying is pretty essential when it comes towards murdering enemies and getting your free health. Anyhow, so other than that, game mechanics, level design, and bosses you can go instinctively, but you still need some strategy beforehand, like prime bosses, like learning how to which attack is easy, learning how to parry the attacks, learning which attack is being coordinated, and learning like the attack patterns in general. A lot of times, ULTRAKILL level design, you need a lot of planning. I mean, that's why I don't really do a lot of ULTRAKILL levels, because like most of the times it's just I do the same thing. It gets boring. I mean, yeah, certain times there's some things where it makes it interesting. I mean, maybe I guess. Anyhow, so like, I'm so close to death there. That was so close. I was playing with death, but Ichi never dies. I might die in Sisyphus fight, but in the fight against Sisyphus, but who cares? Who cares? I mean, I'm not P-ranking this level in general. I'm not doing commentary and P-ranking this level. I'm never doing that. Anyhow, where was I going? Alright. I think that's really about it for like the level segment part, because Because how else are you going? What else am I going to go with? I mean, I could definitely go with the fact that you can learn how to do mechanics, but that's good for on the game mechanics, and that's on you. Okay, you need to learn your own game mechanics. I can't reveal all these. That he tried to kill me, but he failed clearly. Anyhow, 3 restarts. I'm just terrible at this. Anyhow, Cybergrind. Cybergrind is pretty kind of different. At the same time, it's not really that different. I mean, it's completely different compared to levels, which overall it is quite different. Because Cybergrind, you're gonna need to know how to OCO, one-hit KO certain enemies, how to do certain mechanics like nuking. You're gonna need learn a lot of these mechanics, or else you won't be able to survive Cybergrind. Especially when it comes towards like certain parts of Cybergrind. I mean, the later parts requires you to rocket right, requires you to know how to kill certain enemies, how to murder certain enemies, how to regain health, how to keep up your style, yada yada. You know, the unusual ones, the ones where I typically do. Anyhow, so die. Anyhow, so I was like, all right, Cybergrind stuff. It's mainly just you have to understand certain mechanics. Also, free stuff. Anyhow, Skull. So honestly, Cybergrind is pretty darn easy to understand. I mean, it's not really that difficult to know how to Cybergrind. Cybergrind, I mean, it is difficult to say the least. I mean, Cybergrind can be also play a big part towards levels, because you know, ULTRAKILL. I mean levels. I mean like ULTRAKILL levels. Okay. Of course. What else am I mentioning? Is ULTRAKILL levels? Which other game am I gonna be talking about? Deltarune? Where is that nerd? And there's that nerd. Easy kill. Die. He's not gonna be bothering us for a while. Is he still alive? I hope he is, because I wanna continue murdering him. Anyhow, wait a second. Alright. Cybergrind. Cybergrind, like ULTRAKILL levels, it does require certain planning, but it doesn't require as much strategic planning compared to, well, the levels, because level design, they're pretty similar, so you can definitely use certain mechanics compared to other mechanics. I mean, Cybergrind is the prime example of like, you don't really need a plan, you just need to use your instincts. That's really about it. Other than that, well, I guess that's really about it for Cybergrind. So I guess I can give you like the final tips of how to do something. I mean, as I said before, I believe that whatever you do not learn how to parry. That's all I'm telling you. Parrying, learning the level design, and learning how to go pretty fast, how to insta kill some bigger bosses, and how to kill certain different enemies. That is my best advice. Killing enemies faster is just generally better, because if you don't know P-ranking levels and getting a lot of style, you have to kill something. If you want a lot of style, you can just kill something really fast, obviously stylishly. Stylishly is fast, and fast is stylishly. Easy as that. So like, in order to understand this, you just be very good and learn certain routes. Because the reason why most people cannot P-rank a certain part of level, because they get confused by the level layout design, so they have to memorize it. As you can see, my mechanics is not top notch. I'm still doing commentary. So I guess other than that, we can talk about ULTRAKILL bosses. You know what? ULTRAKILL bosses, you just need to learn how to do certain thing. how to use weaponry, how to parry certain points, because you know you're gonna need how to parry. I am just the best. Let's cut that part out. Anyhow, so ULTRAKILL bosses. How did you do with them? Well, number one, you have to basically learn how to parry them and learn how to deal with them and do as much damage as possible. Wow. Can I hit something? Thank you. Die. I'm getting hit. Oh my god. I am not at my top game right now. And you're dying. And no. No, you're dying. So where's I going? Alright. Alright. And that's really the ULTRAKILL bosses. You just need to learn how to deal with them. I mean, if you watch the video, I'm gonna explain a lot, which is just learn how to parry their movement, learn the attack patterns, because most of the bosses have like certain gimmicks that you have to get used to. Shut up, nerd capitalism. I'm gonna end this video now after this explanation. So the best part is just play the game, have fun. That's really about it. Anyhow, that's it. That's all for the video, nerds. Like and subscribe. If you like it, like and subscribe. You should already do that. If you don't like it, like and subscribe. Hate watch it. Give me more views. Thank you. And now, I'll see you guys next time. This terrible guide on how to get good at ULTRAKILL. Yay! P-rank. That's all. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.